Hey AYL fans, Darren Kinder here. Today, join me and Jill as we run, slip, slide, and shoot our way across Price, Utah. We're going to get dirty out here, and that's for sure. Then Steve Human takes us on an ATV ride that proves sometimes short rides can be as memorable as all-day treks. What does he find less than a mile from the road? You'll want to look closer. Finally, what type of kids spend summer vacation learning to be better leaders in the outdoors? Reece Stein has your answer. Own the outdoors with At Your Leisure next.
Welcome to At Your Leisure. We're always doing something exciting. I'm Jill Kinder.
And I'm Darren Kinder, and we're down here in Carbon County, and we're at the mud run to start off the day of all the fun of events for their county fair.
And we are getting dirty, but there's a lot of fun things at the fair. We've got a carnival later, mud drag races.
Gonna go do a little shooting, all kinds of fun things today.
I can't wait. This mud run is a blast. We're just filthy, as you can see, so it's a lot of fun.
I mean, there's all kinds of things here we were doing and going through. Now the race has kind of come to an end. But
yeah, you can see there's tunnels, there's walls to climb, slippery hills to get up.
There's that long canal to run through. I mean, there's just all kinds of
really
cool
fun.
things to do. So.
And a big slide that's rocky, so that wasn't so fun.
Kind of hard on the britches.
If you get a chance, come down and do the mud run and the whole county fair. It's going to be a blast. But right now, we're going to head to our travel adventure, and then Darren's going to try to catch me.
Ah, I gotta go.
All right, you guys can run if you want to, but I am going to ride, if that's all right. Hey everybody, I'm Stephen Human, and I am just a couple miles north of where Darren and Jill are at the fairgrounds there, and I'm on one of my favorite ATV rides in the Price area. Now, it's not a long ride by any stretch of the imagination, but what you're gonna find on the way is definitely worth climbing on your machine to discover.
If you head north on Highway 6 out of Price, after a couple minutes you come to the small town of Helper, Utah. This quiet little hamlet has always been an energy hub, with trains barreling off laden with coal, and that is still the case today. In fact, that's how Helper got its name in the first place, because of the Helper engines used to push larger loads up the steep grades. Well, just before you pass through town, there is a small turnoff called Consumer Road that heads west toward the coal plants and resource-rich valleys of Carbon County. It is here that you come upon Gordon Creek, a trail that is small in every sense of the word, but that offers some big attractions.
It is on the west side of Price, and it's only like 3.5 miles long, maybe not even quite that. So it's one way in, one way out. But there's a cabin up at the end, and we have two beautiful waterfalls, and it's just kind of a fun place. You'll see a lot of people that'll take their full-size vehicles as far as the waterfall, and the kids will get out and play in the water. And this particular trail is easy to get to, and it does have a few little technical spots that makes the ride exciting. If you want to bring your family out just for an afternoon ride, I would recommend that you come out and try this trail.
Joan Powell knows a thing or two about this area and is my guide for our trip down Gordon Creek. As a lifelong resident whose father was himself a coal miner, Joan is able to point out some amazing history that I've never known about the trail. Before you get to the first waterfall, you come across some old remnants of what looks like an old train track or water pipe or something, but until now, I could only guess at what it actually was.
The trestle that you see in the pictures is part of the train system that went from here out to Hiawatha and clear over to Moreland. My dad was at Hiawatha, and then there was another mine kind of next door that was called Plateau.
It's always nice riding with someone with a personal history of an area because the ride takes on so much more meaning. Now, not far from the railroad trestle is the first waterfall, which by itself is enough to bring a smile to your face, and it's only the first one. In fact, you cross the stream a couple of times during the ride, and it's surprising that this area has as much water as it does, since at a glance you'd think it was nothing but a desert wasteland. Now, you can actually get a standard four-wheel drive up to this point, but past the waterfall, the trail is 52 inches all the way, so you'll need a standard four-wheeler or smaller RZR to make it up to my favorite part of the ride, the old prospector cabin that still sits among the ageless canyons. I always love exploring things like this and seeing how people eked out an existence here in the wild, long before you could ever climb on a quad and comfortably ride back into town. For me, this is what off-roading is all about, finding these out-of-the-way things, be they waterfalls or forgotten cabins. And I guess that's why I like Gordon Creek so much, because you have unexpected beauty right alongside historic gems that remind you of a bygone era.
The waterfalls are beautiful, the cabin's interesting, and hopefully we'll have a little history sheet put up there that gives a little information about the cabin. You could get up on these benches up around us and they're just beautiful.
Now remember, Gordon Creek is just an out and back again trail. And in the past, it's actually been under threat of closure because riders were creating illegal offshoots in an attempt to make the ride longer. Stick to the legal route and enjoy Gordon Creek for what it is. Not every trail needs to take an entire day to be something unique and memorable. Sometimes a trip of just an hour or two, taking time to breathe in the air and really take in the sights, can have just as much impact. And that is what you find here, off an old coal road in the heart of Carbon County.
Well, you never know what you might find. We're not a very big county, but we still have good places to go, and I'm happy to show it off to you guys today.
Well, I'd like to thank Joan for taking me out on Gordon Creek today and sharing some of that personal history. It's been absolutely amazing. Now remember, most of the trail is only 50 inches, so you're going to need like a Pioneer or a standard quad to come up here, and it is closed during the winter, so you only have a couple months if you don't want to wait until spring. Well, I'm Stephen Heumann for At Your Leisure. How about we head back with Darren and Jill?
If you'd like more information about that travel adventure, go to AYLTV.com. Right now we're at North Springs Shooting Range with the range master, Scott Olson, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what you offer out here.
This is the North Springs Shooting Range. We are actually in Carbon County, about 15 miles southwest of Price. We are owned and operated by Carbon County, Utah. We are a public shooting range. There's 640 acres out here. We've got long range shooting out to a 1,000-yard range, a 600-yard range, a 100-yard range. We've got specific pistol ranges. We've got 3 separate 3D archery ranges with over 70 of the Reinhardt full-size 3D foam targets. We have got a law enforcement venue for law enforcement training and for special events, and the Cowboy Action Town.
Wow, that is a lot of stuff.
We've got a little bit to do for your active shooters or people that just want to come out and sight in guns. We've got something for everybody out here. We do not rent firearms, we do not sell ammunition, but it's just a public shooting range.
So they can bring their own gun out here, their own ammunition, and they can shoot.
Yep, must bring your own firearm, bring your own ammunition. The costs are very minimal. It's $7 a day for an adult. That's all day long.
All day long, excellent. When we come back from our product review, Ron Young is going to show us how to shoot a long-range precision rifle. But first, we're going to go to commercial break.
X marks the spot at the 3rd annual Race City RV and At Your Leisure Right Away with Ray RV Getaway in Marysville, Utah, September 19th and the 20th. Ride the trails of the Paiute on a treasure hunt that could win you some amazing prizes. Register now at AYLTV.com for $85 and join us for an ice cream social, barbecue dinner, and an excursion into the fall beauty of the Fish Lake National Forest. All proceeds will go to the Utah Food Bank to fight hunger in the Beehive State, September 19th and the 20th. Race City RV, AYL Right Away with Ray RV Getaway. Get your treasure map ready.
There aren't a lot of places in this world where you can feel truly free and wild, where the horizon invites you to set off on adventure. In Tooele County, you'll find just that. Explore the Benson Grist Mill and step back in time. Find yourself on a trek through our canyons. Tooele County. Experience endless horizons.
Polaris is making room for 2015s with huge deals on every 2014 during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance. Hard-working Rangers have rebates up to $1,000. Legendary Sportsmen start under $100 a month. Award-winning Razors are up to $1,000 off. Get huge rebates and low financing right now during the Polaris Factory Authorized Clearance.
Hi everybody, welcome to our continuation of the Wildwood series product reviews here for the Race City Product Review. I'm Chad Booth. We started with 18, we started with a family of 4, we went to a family of 6, we're going to go to a family of 7 today and show you entry-level camping. We're going to start with the 180BHT. This is a tandem axle trailer. You've come up another foot in length on this particular unit. You've widened the chassis just a little bit, so therefore to make it tow better, they put tandem axles on it. Makes a big difference. It also lightens up that tongue jack weight a little bit so you can still tow this with a mid-sized vehicle. Now, of course, they still have the water hookups, the low point drains, spare tires, and jacks on the outside. So let's find out what it looks like on the inside when you got a family of 7 camping. Come on. Well, now we're starting to see some change in the configuration of the Wildwood series. On the 180BH, you have a hide-a-bed in the front. So during the day, because your family's getting to be too big, you can't sit them all around the dinette, you've got a place for them to gather here. When it's bedtime though, you just simply pop this up and it just folds out. It's one of these really easy hide-a-beds and it's quite cushy. Now, for accommodations for the kids, of course, you still have your same standard dinette. And notice you've got a tiny bit more aisle space here because this unit's just a little bit wider. This drops down, cushions slide in, and that's where kids 1 and 2 go. Now let's look at the rest. In the back, you have yet another bunkhouse, but instead of having 2 singles for child 5 and 6, you have a single and a double, so you've got 5, 6, and 7. So they've also added something else in that extra foot of space you get on this model. Because not only do we have the bathroom, which you've seen before with the rather large tub, but you also have an external vanity. So while kid number 1 is in the shower, dad can be out here shaving, brushing his teeth, mom can be doing her hair, and so you can get more stuff done in the trailer while you're camping. Of course, as is the case with the kitchen, you've got the same features on it. You've got your microwave, you've got a 2-burner stove, and an AC electric gas fridge. As of the day we shot this review, Race City had 5 of these units left at that special price of under $15,000, which means that your family of 7 can get started for the same low price as that family of 4. Take the plunge and get into camping. You can check this trailer out at our Race City RV. They're in Roy, Utah. You can go to their website, racecity.com. We'll look for you next time on our Race City Product Review.
The Polaris factory authorized clearance is going on now at Triple S Polaris. Get the best deals of the year on 2014 Polaris ATVs as we make room for the new 2015 models. Get rebates up to $1,000 on Rangers and Razors with special monthly pricing of only $100 a month on Sportsman. Couple all that with the lowest financing of the year and the best service in the industry, and you have a whole new reason to come into Triple S Polaris for the factory authorized clearance. Triple S Polaris service to the power of 3.
I grew up in the Uinta Basin, and I think that it's a good place to raise a family. My wife and I moved away for a short time, and we ended up moving back to Vernal, and we've been very happy. Our kids have done well here. It's a small enough community that you get to know a lot of people, but yet it's big enough that you can kind of get lost if you want to. So why don't you come out and just give Vernal a try? It's a great place to live.
Twist the throttle for one of the last motorcycle rides of the 2014 season. Join Stebbins Recreation and Yamaha for the 5th annual Red, White, and Road motorcycle event, September 26th and 27th. Experience Highway 12 in the majesty of Central Utah with the masters of street biking. Register now at AYLTV.com for $40 and receive an event t-shirt, lunch, dinner, and a chance to win huge prizes. It's the 5th annual Stebbins Recreation and Yamaha Red, White, and Road event, September 26th and 27th in Torrey. Twist the throttle.
Carbon County is typically known for its industry and coal production. But did you know Utah's Castle Country has something for everyone? Visit the Carbon County Fairgrounds for exciting activities and events year-long. The Carbon County Event Center is a state-of-the-art convention center for conferences, meetings, trade shows, and more. Fly your RC plane or helicopter at the model airport. 3 large arenas and 4 ball fields invite competitions and events of all kinds. Visit castlecountry.com for more info.
Well, welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're here at North Springs Shooting Range in Carbon County, and we're here with Ron Young, and he's going to show us how to shoot these high-end long-range rifles. Is that correct?
Yeah. If you want, I'll shoot them first, or if you want to just get on the gun and shoot, it's up to you.
Well, Jill, you know, I think she's part expert, so we'll see how that goes.
So we're just going to throw her right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Make her nervous. So she just kicked my rear running the mud run, so now we got to see how she does with the
Okay,
rifle.
well, we'll see how she does shooting 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take turns. You decide which gun you want to shoot. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
You can just go ahead and we'll just try a shot at 1,000 yards, and
Okay,
I'll spot
awesome.
for you.
Okay.
If you want to just try this one.
Jeez, that is just
Oh,
amazing.
yeah.
Of course, she's doing excellent. She always does. So.
Okay, we're going to officially measure to see which one of these two hit closest to the bullseye at 1,000 yards.
Don't.
Okay. It's a clear winner.
I can't believe it! I feel a little disappointed in myself, but I'm coming on strong when we go to the cowboy pistols.
So this course of fire is a total of 6 shots. From in the box, your weapon's going to be on the table. You run up, grab up the weapon, form your grip. Shooter ready?
Yes, sir.
Stand by.
I had 2 hits in 18 seconds. 2 out of 6, not very good.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Stand by.
Well, honey, I guess I didn't marry you for your shooting ability.
That's not fair. She had more bullets in her gun than I had in mine.
No. Maybe you're just rusty.
Yeah,
That's it.
I'll get it figured out. But right now, we need to get to our trailhead adventure.
Most high school seniors don't spend their summers doing this. But for student body officers from across Utah, this last week was one never to be forgotten as the gates of military base Camp Williams on the south end of the Salt Lake Valley opened up for Freedom Academy, a youth leadership training like nothing else out there.
The Freedom Academy is in its 53rd year. It pulls the senior student body officers from around Utah, from Logan to St. George, to Utah, to Camp Williams for a week-long leadership retreat for leadership training. The goal is to help these students appreciate the freedoms that we enjoy, that we pass by every day and take for granted, but to take that seed and plant it back in their school, to give them an opportunity to plant the things that they've learned in other people.
We got to go to their obstacle course and use their teamwork skills. We actually got to shoot a 75mm cannon. You know, you jump in with a group of kids and you start working together, and it's going to be really good for us, really beneficial.
Over the past 53 years, almost 4,000 students have gone through this summer program, which is meant to instill a better understanding of not only what freedom is, but what soldiers go through in order to keep that freedom alive and well. Days start early and end late for these kids.
We get them up for 5 o'clock for PT. We get them to chow, and then from chow until we get them to bed about 2,300 at night, 11 o'clock at night. They have motivational speakers. Today we visited the Capitol building. Governor Herbert gave them a quick brief. They went and visited the House and Senate chambers, and today they're doing military appreciation with some of the Humvee rides, the heat rollover behind me, several other things. But that's a normal day. They'll be busy and they'll be tired.
I really like the leadership reaction course that we did. It took a lot of thinking and working together, and we had an objective that we all had to do.
Other training includes virtual reality simulators, where students learn the importance of teamwork and listening to each other while playing a sort of video game. The purpose is to win while working together instead of trying to defeat one another. Then there's the Heat Simulator. This literal roller coaster pitches the youth leaders left and right as if their Humvee has been hit by an IED. They are then timed to see how fast they can escape the wreckage.
I don't know, finding the door handles took a while, and then once I knew what they looked like, it was pretty easy and I could just go from there. So not too bad.
From Hummer rides to tank tours, everything about the Academy is meant to teach the students what it takes to lead and work with people to solve not only the everyday problems of high school, but the more adult issues these kids will be facing all too soon.
Students all across Utah are invited to participate in Freedom Academy, and invitations will be sent out to every high school this coming spring. It's a chance to not only see the artillery in action, but to push past their own limits.
There's a couple of things that are hard, but they're not hard that you can't do it. It's just hard that it helps you grow.
It may seem interesting to go to a military camp for a week and kind of eat military food, which is actually really good, but go for it. It's an eye-opener. It teaches you a lot about how the military works, it teaches you a lot about yourself. It's incredible. Go for it.
Reece Stein, at your leisure, Camp Williams, Utah.
Well, thanks Rocky Mountain ATV MC. It's one of my favorite places online to go shop for not only my ATV, my street bike, dirt bike, you name it. They've got all the fun things to go check out.
He is an addict, I'm afraid. Right now, we're enjoying our fair food at the Carbon County Fair. We've been having a ball today. They've got great vendor booths. You can see the kids playing behind us. It's just been a fabulous day, starting with the mud run, then they had ATV event, rodeo events, horseshoes even.
Yeah. And then tonight, of course, we're going to the mud drags.
That'll be a blast. But right now, we've got to go to a commercial break. We'll enjoy our food.
Yep.
There's no need to travel far to find that perfect family adventure. Welcome to Yuba Reservoir. Boating, fishing, camping, and ATV trails await your next visit. Join us in Juab County. It'll change your family forever.
It's a perfect time to buy a boat, whether it be a boat, yacht, houseboat, pontoon, ski boat, we have them all. Executive Boat and Yacht, and we're a one-stop boat shop. We do mechanics, fiberglass upholstery, canvas. You bring it to one place, we take care of you. ExecutiveYacht.com.
You go through the day-to-day repeating what you did yesterday. Don't you wish you could access that piece of your life that's missing? Find the beauty, serenity, family fun, or anything else that's missing from your life in the Cedar City, Bryan Head area. Gain access to your adventure, whether it's camping, hiking, the arts, festivals, or just a getaway. Visit cedarcityayl.com for details on all the adventures that you can access in scenic southern Utah.
Can't get enough of the outdoor excitement you can only find here in the West? Well, look no further than At Your Leisure. No matter how you like to recreate, no matter where you like to go, no matter what flavor of adventure you crave, you'll find it on AYL. Saturday nights at 10:30 and Sunday mornings at 9 on ABC4 Utah.
Public lands are a part of our American heritage. They define us in ways that go beyond just our need to explore and our drive to see past the horizon. As these lands are closed and public access limited, the toll is greater than just a few miles of trail gone or an inaccessible overlook. The price is our American lifestyle itself. The Blue Ribbon Coalition fights to make sure that doesn't happen. The Blue Ribbon Coalition is there to make a stand. Join us in the battle. BlueRibbonCoalition.org. We fight for access.
There's no need to travel far to find that perfect family adventure. Welcome to Utah's Nebo Loop Scenic Byway. 38 miles of winding highway through the southern end of the Wasatch Mountains. Join us in Juab County. It'll change your family forever.
Well, welcome back to At Your Leisure. We're down here in Carbon County with Shalee Johansson. She's the Director of Tourism, and we've had an awesome day today with all these fun events. And you're the one that brought all this together, right?
This is an amazing time of the year to come down to Utah's Castle Country, Carbon County. Wow. This is our Carbon County Annual Fair. We were both at the Down and Dirty Fun Run, which was on the motocross track. And then there was an OHV challenge. We had the first pounding of the Carsonite for our trail system. We've had all kinds of events going on all day.
Of course, this day is almost over, but there's always fun things to do down here in Carbon County, isn't there?
There is, a lot of things that people don't know about. Other than the Prehistoric Museum and 9 Mile Canyon, which is also known as the largest art gallery or the longest art gallery in the world because it has so many pictographs and petroglyphs. I don't know of any other place, probably in the entire world, that you can go see bighorn sheep, coke ovens, coal mining sites and abandoned sites. You can see ore cars swinging across the canyon, waterfalls, train trestles, and so much more.
And it's only 2 hours from Salt Lake City. You've got plenty of hotels, lots of restaurants, lots of things to come do, and plus camping and everything else to go along with it.
Absolutely. And you know, the Office of Tourism actually has a promotion where if you're from out of town and you come through Carbon County through Price, you stop in at the Office of Tourism and show us your driver's license to prove that you're from out of town, and we will give you food vouchers, activity passes, and a swag bag for free with all kinds of goodies that you can enjoy on your trip.
So get in there and check that out.
Absolutely. It definitely makes it worth you know, stopping in and maybe having a lunch on us.
I had no idea that you could just go into the Office of Tourism and pick up almost a free lunch. Who heard of such a thing? And a swag bag. But right now we need to check out Chad and see what he's doing. He's giving away prizes, and he's got your calendar of events, and he's going to be showing you next week's show.
Thanks, Darren. We've got some great events coming up right away with Reece, September 19th and 20th, Marysville, Utah, at Lizzie and Charlie's Campground. Now, this is an annual event. It's our third year doing it. We gather down there. We have a lot of fun. A nice ice cream social, a cooked dinner, and we head out and ride the trails for a weekend. Why don't you plan to sign up for that? Entry fee is $85. Register at AYLTV.com for the event. Then, the following weekend, it's our Red, White, and Road. This is Stedman's big motorcycle ride down Highway 12. We'll all gather in Torrey, Utah, and we'll have a great event, a barbecue dinner that weekend. $40 is your entry fee per bike. Get your t-shirt, lunch, and dinner. And you should book your rooms now at Torrey's Days Inn at 435-425-3111 because those rooms will go fast. The weather will be beautiful, the leaves will be bright red, and you will be the loser if you don't sign up and come with us. So all you street bikers will be looking for you there. Finally, Cole Fowler, good that you pointed out where your sticker was on the car so there was no way we could miss it. You are our winner for our AYL sticker contest this week. You are winning a family pass to Fast Carts. Now, this is a fun place, and Joe Miller and the gang down there will make sure that you have a great time going fast, low to the ground in high gear. Congratulations to Cole. Well, right now, we're going to find out what Steve's got cooking for next week's show.
Thanks, Chad. Well, next week, join me and Alicia Staten as we discover a slot canyon that gets a little wet and wild. It's a hike unlike any other that takes you into a place you never knew you were missing. We'll show you where it is. Then Reece Stein explores Montana and finds the history on the Missouri River. What secrets lie just below the surface of this gorgeous area? Reece will uncover all of them. Finally, Chad Booth will give us a closer look at one event you're going to want to camp out for. It's all here on At Your Leisure next week.
Does that look fun or what?
That looks awesome.
Well, we're here at the Carbon County Mud Drags, and we've been having a ball all day.
Yeah, this is a great finish to a great day. The Carbon County Fair has been awesome.
And the mud run, we did our own mud run, a little slower than this.
A little slower.
But we still had a great time.
Still very muddy, though.
Well, next week's show, maybe it's a little less muddy, but just as much fun.
But still looks great, you bet. So between now and the next time we get together,
with our family and friends,
go enjoy the great outdoors.
At your leisure.
Right now, we're enjoying our fair food at the Carbon County Fair.
Sorry. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I forgot.
Hi, I'm Chad Booth from At Your Leisure. I hope you just enjoyed the YouTube video that you just watched. Now, remember, we come up with new videos like this every single week, so you might want to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss a single story that we have out. Now, you can also share us with all of your friends on social media. Here's how to do it right here. And that way, they can have fun too. If you want detailed information, we of course have our website, AYLTV.com, and from there you can find out which television stations we broadcast on, so you never have to spend a day without your fix of family-oriented outdoor recreation adventure. Plus, don't forget we have really cool contests.